What's happening, everyone? I'm here with the first video on this channel. It's my new ones. The basically only going to be Yu-Gi-Oh, and that's about it. And of course, the other one got banned. Not well, already banned, well, not cleared. But we're starting things off with the first place back to Duel incentive event thing that Konami's doing with the OTS stores. Cyber Dragon deck profile. Now this I piloted yesterday or last night at the first of the Back to Duel events for specifically my locals, and this played really well. I came first with it, and I am really proud of this build. Now obviously we can edit the ratios I'm about to show you any way you see fit, but this is just what worked for me. So I've got main, extra, and side here. Just getting side off screen for now. So starting things off with the main, we have 3 copies of Cyber Dragon Core. Now Core is your combo starter. You want to open Core all the time. The main combo, Core Machine Dupe, full combo. Core, you just got to open it. So that's that. Because even if you can't open Core, there's plenty of ways in this deck to help you get to Core or even some of your other combo pieces. Next, we got 3 of the main boy. 3 of the main soldier boy. Your machine dupe target, your free special summon, one of your 3 ways to break a board, get something out of the main extra monster zone. Pretty self-explanatory. Then next we have 3 copies of Cyber Dragon Hertz. Your best discard for Galaxy Soldier, which I'm running 2 of in this deck. Then also it's a free recursion as well for Cyber Dragons in both your deck and graveyard. However, if it's from the deck, you can only search the OG, but if it's from the graveyard, you can just search any Cyber Dragon name, which is why I want to play this at 3. Then finally for the Cyber Dragon monsters, I'm running 2 Cyber Dragon Nashta. Now these are like a follow-up for the following turn. If your opponent breaks your board, it's a way to get back a machine with 2100 attack and defense from your graveyard, preferably a Nova, so I can make it into another Infinity. But then it will just lock you into machines, so I want to see this, but not as often as everything else, if that makes sense. So I want to see it, but then I can also banish Core to get a free summon off of that, and carry on from there. Then next, for some extenders, I'm playing the 2 of Galaxy Soldier. Now, some may argue this is a definite 3 of, but I see this as a 2 of. Not because that its summon is a soft once per turn, the fact that its search is a hard once per turn. If you open 2 of these, you search off 1, I haven't got enough material to get the 3rd out, it's just a brick in hand. You could play 3 if you're playing the Dragoon build of this deck and use that as a discard, but I play it at 2. It's better at 2 than at 3, because then you can discard Hertz, get another Sidra, and then that's 2 level 5s ready for an Infinity. Ready for an Infinity play. And to help break boards, I've got the 1 Pank and the 1 Jizakuru. Jizakuru is a 1-of, being because you can search it off of the repair plant, but you can't search it off of emergency, sadly. And then Pankratop is just another extra free special summon on board. You can bait out and negate like a Solemn or something when it tries to pop something. So that's it for the monsters. Moving on to the spells, starting off with the cyber ones. We have Triple Emergency. This is the best spell card in this entire deck, along with the plant. But this doesn't have any restriction on any Cyber Dragon names, but you can also just use it to search any Sidra or any light machine that can't be normal summoned or set. Next, for the rest of the cyber spells, we're playing the 1 Rev, 1 Cyberload, and the 1 Repair Plant. Repair Plant is your searcher for your any missing pieces, for example the Soldier, any other Sidras you're missing. The Cyberload is to help with your recursion if your opponent goes D-Shifter, like it happened to me last night. You can just go combo, and then at the end of the turn, or even set it for next turn, use the Cyberload to get everything back into your deck, make a really beefy Chimera Tech Rampage, get a ton of pops off, And then the rev system is just an extender. It's either a Monster Reborn or a special summon from the deck, not deck hand, sorry, and also protects it from being destroyed by card effects. Moving on, we're playing triple copies of Machine Dupe. This is your best way. This is your best combo extender. Two free Sidra names, target the core and Nashta or the Hertz. 2 Sidra names. And the fact is, as well, it's not a hard monster per turn, so you can activate multiple in that same turn if one gets ashed. Now, these would be Pots of Prosperity. However, I was borrowing my friends for the event. They worked well. I only saw and resolved it once. Sure, it may half your life points, but the beauty of Cyber Dragon is that the deck, with how versatile it can be, it can go first or second. So if I'm going first and see Pot of Prosperity, I can use it to help me get out any missing hand traps, any missing combo pieces, and the fact that, and it wouldn't really matter that I won't be able to do any half damage because I'm going first. Then for some one-offs, we're playing 1-for-1, Called by the Grave, Foolish Burial, and Overload Fusion. 1-for-1 is a combo extender. Foolish Burial helps you get cyber names in Grave, and the Overload is just helps you with your Dark Machine plays. Called by the Grave is to help against your opponent with the hand traps, for example, Ash, Veiler, the D-Shifter that I just mentioned. That's it for the spells. And then for the traps, we're basically just playing the one of Cybernetic Overflow. It's some pops. This deck is, as I said, primarily for going second, but it can go first as well with how versatile Cyber Dragon can be. But non-targeting pop, it even gets a search if your opponent Harpy Feather Dusts it, MSTs it, destroys it with an effect. And then for the flex box, I like to call them, being the hand traps, we have 2 Imperm, one of the best hand traps in the game at this minute, walks around Call by the Grave, negates anything, and also if it's set the turn before and when you activate it, whoops, you can even negate all the spells and traps in the same column. Next we have Triple Lancia. Again, these are your flex spots. You can change these for the DD Crows, for effect Veilers maybe. But the reason why I'm playing this was is mainly because of Tri Brigade. That's still very prominent in my locals so far. It's even a light target, so if I draw 2 of these and I only need 1 to help bring back a game, I can just discard the other for Galaxy Soldier. It's just a really solid pick in my opinion for this current format. Lanciers is one of the best hand traps, I believe, in this format with as I said, Tri Brigade, even Shadol as well, with the Schism. They can't really do much against the Lancia. And finally, we have Triple Ash. One of the best hand traps, I think, ever since it's been printed. Really versatile. It's never really dropped out of the meta. It's just one of the best hand traps you can play at this minute, alongside stuff like Vader and Impa. So, moving on to the extra deck now. Starting off with Xyz, we're playing Triple Nova and Triple Infinity. This is the golden ratio, I think, for me, with the rest of the stuff I'm playing in my extra. Infinity, you can easily just bring back with the Nashta, or even make another one with Nova. I would be playing Zeus in this deck, if I had one. Now, Zeus, with it being a light machine, I can actually recycle it with the repair plan. If either I have 3 Sidras in the 3 Sidra names engraved, or just the 1. That's Xyz. Moving on with the fusions, I'm playing the 1 of Fortress and Mega Fleet, and then the 2 of being the 2 Rampage. So Rampage helps break the game with its pops, and well, Rampage can help with spot removal of spells and traps if you use it with Cyberload Fusion on your opponent's turn. Also, it can help. It's also a double Foolish Burial. You can trigger off the the Hertz, to recur one of your Cyber Dragon names from Grave. You can swing twice. The Mega Fleet and Fortress, they're just helpful for breaking boards. Moving on with Link, starting off with the Link 4. The only Link 4 I'm playing in this deck being Appaloosa. You can make it with IP, you can make it with a ton of stuff in this deck. When I got a Appaloosa previously, I tried to make it work in the deck, but I couldn't, mainly because it didn't have stuff like the IP, the Almirage and stuff like that. so it was just really hard to make in this deck, considering it has to be different names, and all the cyber names all the well, small cyber dragons change their names to cyber dragons, so I won't be able to use Appaloosa in it, but now I can. Then to the Link 2s, we have one Liner, one IP, one Verte, and one Sega. I'm playing these mostly because Sega can help push the game with Rampage, Protoplan helps, Verte helps you get to Rampage, IP helps you get to Appaloosa on your opponent's turn, and Liner is just a way to help facilitate your combos, and because it's a light Link 2, it's just easy to summon. I can even get a free light on my opponent's graveyard. And finally, for the Link 1s, I'm playing the one Almirage and the one Link Spider. Now, Link Spider is for the Nibiru token if I get Nibiru'd in any games, which happened to me, I think, round 3 against Sky Striker. Because most decks tend to Nibiru me at the point where I summon Nova, which then gives you a free fusion monster plus a token, so it can go Link Spider plus a fusion, maybe make a Verte or something, and then carry on from there. And the Almirage is just a way to get your normal summon into the grave to help trigger off the plant. Core can easily make Almirage, or Searching Plant gives you a free Sidra name in grave for the plant, carry on from there. So that's it for the main extra, sorry. Then moving to the side. For starting off with traps, we got double IDP, double Evenly, double Trap Trick, and triple Barrier. Now, sure, I may be playing a bit. Granted, the format, is in a bit of a quick format. Traps aren't really the best in most decks, especially this one. But as I said, the beauty of Cyber Dragon is that it can go both first and second. Going first, you decide a ton of your combo pieces out, and you just set a ton of traps instead. But if you're set to go second, then you just leave these out and just put in more combo pieces and ways to help break boards. So the Trap Tricks is to help tutor out all the main traps here. Evenly's to help break boards and help for setting up your boards. IDPs to help get rid of problematic cards, for example Dragoon and stuff. Then the Barrier is to help stop with fusions, for example the Shadow fusions that Shadow players tend to put out, like the Winder, the Construct, even the Dragoon, that sort of stuff. Oh yeah, one more trap that actually got mixed up is the Reboot can help against stopping the Tri-Brigade Revolt, Schism, any of the Outlet stuff, which is nice. And you barely play any life points in this deck anyway, apart from the Anaconda mainly, so it's not that bad. Then moving on to the spells, I'm playing the 2 Cosmic, 1 Harpy, and 1 Super Poly. Super Poly barely comes up considering I'm not running that many good targets. However, I can use it for Mega Fleet to help get rid of any problematic extra deck monsters. The Harpies to help break up the back row. Cosmics to help get rid of some of the back row, even though it's only 1 and I lose 1,000. But yeah, that's about it for this deck, I'm afraid. I hope you all enjoyed, and let me know if you want me to do any other decks in the future, even try and get some of my friends on to do a guest deck profile. But other than that, I shall see you all either on Twitch or in the next video I tend to do I'll be putting up. So in that case, I'll see you later.